Hey guys, a new ERB just dropped. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome to Oddcast. I'm your host, Joe. One of my favorite things just happened. It's a great day all of a sudden. So today, a new epic rap battles of history has dropped, and I am extremely excited. I saw these guys live in concert, which seems like it'd be really weird, but it is great, and I really hope that Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd do another touring show. That said, if you have not already watched the new ERB that dropped today, leave. I know that's weird to say, but get out of here. Scat. Leave. Don't watch my reaction to it. Don't watch my breakdown. Don't watch my thoughts at all. Instead, go watch them. You know what? Link to their channel. Somewhere up here, down in the comments. Link to their channel. Link to the video. It is Lara Croft versus Indiana Jones, and it looks to be epic. Ha ha! I'm just kidding. That was a really bad joke. That said, I love their work. They do a great job. And I am expecting that there will be triangle boobs and crystal skulls, and I would actually not be surprised if there is a third entrant who I would put money on being the winner, and that is, of course, Nathan Drake. Now, there's no telling. ERB gets to make their own decisions, but, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, so there's not much more to talk about before we jump into it, so let's go ahead and do just that, jump into it. Now, I will be stopping after every verse to discuss what we just heard, so if that's not your thing, you can leave now. It's cool. I understand. It's not for everybody. And I'm only going to talk about the jokes that I get. Sometimes they have stuff that flies right under the radar and I don't get it, and then I'll look back at it after the fact and be like, oh, that's what they meant. And full disclosure, while I am very familiar with Indiana Jones, I have not played all of the Lara Croft games. I own most of them, but have not played all of them. You know, typical gamer of my generation. But yeah, let's dive into it. ERB, Lara Croft versus Indiana Jones. Let's go.
This video is sponsored by
Raid
Shadow
Legends. She looks like Claudia Black. I can get behind this beat though.
Let's get this battle cracking. I'll leave you like a reboot flattened. Used to be the queen of booby trapping. What happened? You got too woke to be fun. Now my Indiana kinda don't want none. Too many voices inside you. You burn through women quicker than I do. I think you should have dropped Hollywood as an option when even Angelina gave you up for adoption. Let's cut to the chase. Wait, you died. I guess you couldn't tap the addicts in time. The bandicoot to your family's playing in ashes, kid. You got a tragic history but crashes. The puzzle I'm trying to beat is figuring out why you're dressed for the beach. I've seen more class than the kids I teach. You can rise all you want, and I'm still out of reach. So go grab your relics and run. You verse me is sword versus gun. Honey, just the first 4 notes of my theme exceed everything you've done.
Okay, so there was a lot to break down there. I think that was a pretty strong round. However, I do think that Lara could beat it. So I enjoyed all of his lyrics to the reboot of the movies, which isn't garnering any sequels. At least the reboots of the games made it somewhere, but of course Square cut them when they sold their stuff earlier. Angelina going off for adoption, great. I enjoy the fact that he's going with Harrison Ford's voice, or at least an attempt of it. I mean, you know, is what it is. I still cannot get over, though, how much this girl looks like Claudia Black. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a picture of Claudia Black here, because you guys need to see this too. Like, Lara looks like her. But no, like, exactly what like I said, boobs are going to come up, because anybody who played it back in the PlayStation days knows that Lara Croft was known for big triangular boobs, and she is definitely not dressed for adventure, at least not in the original games. That did change, of course, when they updated her look. As far as the getting too woke, that seemed like a weird, kind of a weak bar, in my opinion. But I'm interested to see what Lara's got.
Dr. Jones, you're no rival. You've been getting owned since Give Me the Whip, Throw Me the Idol. Indiana Conda, for heaven's sake, you'd shit those dickies at a garter snake. So you're famous other daddy jacket and Stetson from the cold dead hands of Charlton Heston. Some ladies mistake you for brave and hunky, but just such a toxic date, you could kill a little monkey. Marion is 15 when he raided her bow. That's no time for love, Dr. Jones. This is one temple that you'll never be exploring. You're not John Williams, so you ain't scoring. 3 decades in the game and my fans still adore me. You tried alien skulls and chose poorly. Your whole story got blown up on a sitcom. There's a big bang you can't hide in the fridge from. Hang up the whip before you crack a hip. I think even Mutt wants you to quit. Just do it! I kill dinosaurs for fun. What's another old geezer? I'll lock this battle up like Winston in the freezer.
Yeah, no, accurate. He should have retired. I know that she spoke for less time, but I'm definitely giving that round to Lara. Like, Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls was awful. Big Bang totally called them out on it. The Anaconda joke, yeah, okay, it was fine. John Williams, same as when they did Steven Spielberg versus Alfred Hitchcock. Shout out to John Williams, because, man, the master of, like, all composers right there. So, yeah. And like I said in my Harrison Ford should not be joining the MCU video, which if you haven't seen, link up here, link in the description. I'm sorry, Harrison, it's time. Like, hang up the whip. I know you were supposed to hand it off to, Mr. McCrazy, Shia LaBeouf, but that didn't happen. But, it's still, I mean, I'm anxious to see if Indy can be redeemed, but, like, that movie's got to be really, really good to make it happen. Okay.
Dinosaurs belong in a museum. I've been served a full-course meal of chilled Indian voodoo, and they don't even kill as many animals as you do. You're corrupting the youth. They should be outside, not trying to unload the barrels on your thighs. You might have ditched those pistols akimbo, but you're still the same rich backflipping bimbo, a brat with a treasure map to catastrophe, stuffing your knapsack with innocent casualties. Square Enix didn't watch anymore. That's why they dropped you like a J in the floor. When they designed your core, they ripped my style and jiggled in a bit of girl's Polygon Wild. You took 3D to uncharted territory. Now you're just in uncharted territory. Overshadowed by Drake like, well, wait. Somebody needs to make a tune for your old game.
Okay, so I don't appreciate bringing up Drake, but not having Drake. Like, you've now dropped his name, like, 3 times. You said both games, and I don't see Nate. And damn it, he deserves to be in this battle. Sorry, Indy, but he's the more relevant adventurer of the last millennium. So, yeah, it's time for you to hang up your whip, but he's got one, and I think that he might have been a better foe. Again, kind of a beatable round. References to Crusaders of the Lost Ark, obviously because, dropping a J, and like I said before, Lara did get dropped by Square Enix. They decided to move on without her, selling her franchise. So, yeah, it wasn't the best round. Catchy, yeah. Again, the voices, he's got it down. But unless Lara totally flubs this one, I think she's won the battle. Or, I still stand by, if Drake shows up, he's won this whole thing.
If you want a top game, stick to sorry. That verse was worse than your crap on Atari. Aw, Fedora the Explorer thinks he's tough. You must have gotten dragged behind too many trucks. So strap some blocks on short rounds and pump the brakes. The only overshadowed thing is that face. I'm whooping you so bad I should get flagged for cheating. Like Muller ran with a heart and he's taking a beating. I'm the first wet dream gamers ever had. You're a Halloween costume for out-of-shape dads. Oops, my bad. Your dad was never present. At best, the affection you got was sloppy seconds. Ew. You ditched your sidekick, never met your own kid. Cause his mum cut you off like a rope bridge. You're a dog, Indiana, that's fact. The only thing you're loyal to's a hat, no cap. Your face straight melted and you lost that smolder. So make like a boulder and roll your ass over. Cause Junior, the baby boomer beating me at rapping, that's like my nude codes. Never gonna happen.
Hold wall! Holster!
I mean, it's alright. I mean, yeah, the nude codes never did happen, but it was a very heavy rumor when I was just starting. Well, not when I was just starting, but in that time, yeah. And the Atari game for Indiana Jones, not great. Pitfall was better. So I think that if it ends there, I think Lara's won it. Sorry, Indy. Much like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, you have lost this one, in my opinion. But overall, it was a good wrap. Let's see if there's anything left. There is not. That is incredibly disappointing, but I get it. So there you go, Epic Rap Battles of History. I mean, I love them. I love all of them. I suggest that you watch their entire back catalog. It's great. But I don't really have much to say. I think I've already said it. Lara kind of won it. I'm probably going to go back and watch it again. Maybe my mind will change. I doubt it. Who do you guys think won? Why do you think that they won? And why do you think they opted to not have Drake? Do you think they're going to give him his own thing? Like, I just feel like he should have been there. I mean, if you're going to do Austin Powers versus James Bond, but then bring in the other James Bond, or Burger King versus McDonald's and bring in Wendy's, I feel like Drake should have been there. Maybe it's just me. But that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, hit the little like, subscribe, and the little bell for notifications. And stay tuned for the next time. Until then, you guys stay safe out there. This is Joe. This has been Oddcast. Thanks for joining, and have a great one.